Thanks for tuning into the BoshNRoll channel. Liking the video and subscribing to the channel are free and easy for you, and they help me out a lot. If you want to go further with your support, Patreon and YouTube membership offer access to the BoshNRoll Discord community, early access to lists, written content, things like that. You can have me play your deck on the channel, and the highest tiers come with individual coaching sessions. If you use YouTube membership, you also get sweet badges and emotes integrated here into YouTube. You can support the channel while you shop at tcgplayer.com by using my affiliate link in the video description, and you can play any deck anytime by using a cardhoarder.com loan account on Magic Online. If you want to wear your support, check out the merch store. And of course, thanks for being here. Now let's go play some Magic. Welcome to another BoshNRoll Legacy video. Today, at the request of Patreon subscriber Chino, I am playing Value Elves. This is an exciting take on the classic Elves strategy in Legacy. I believe this was pioneered by Julian Knab, the itsjulian.com Elves master. Check out his content if you like Elves-related business. It was a few years ago, so maybe my memory's foggy, but I think this was originally invented to combat top miracles, because that deck, with their counterbalance that counters all your elves, and Terminus that can wrath all your elves at instant speed at any time, was a horrible matchup. And I remember Julian invented something that he called Chaos Elves, which it was called Chaos Elves because there was no natural order in the deck, and without order you have chaos. Ha ha ha, very clever, Julian. But Chaos Elves was like a 3-color Leovold elves, no natural order, wasn't trying to combo, just push through the counterbalance, don't give them any chance to 2-for-1 you, squeeze them. It was like a very cool deck, very cool answer to natural or to counterbalance at the time. The deck used the newly printed Cavern of Souls. Cavern of Souls, if you recall, was printed originally in the same set as Terminus, so that card has always coexisted with the Miracles archetype. And Julian figured out that we can just go a different direction and beat them with 2-for-1s. This particular build, though, is an extreme take on Chaos Elves, where what if there's no glimpse of nature either? What if there is just elves, just creatures, just onslaught or triple legions limited, basically, where every card's a creature? And that's where we are right now. The only non-creature spells in this deck are the Green Sun Zeniths and some sideboard stuff. The core of this deck is Beast Whisperer. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. So this is just Glimpse of Nature attached to a 4-mana elf creature. 4-mana 2/3. It is an elf. Your Cavern of Souls will get it into play. It is green. Your Allosaur Shepherd will protect it. Once you get it in play, you want big mana so you can do big stuff. That's where Priest of Titania comes in. Elvish Archdruid also doing a little Priest of Titania impression at 3 mana. So we have 5 of this effect overall. There's also a Mirror Entity in this deck. And if you were not around back in the early days, before we had Craterhoof Behemoth to Natural Order 4, Mirror Entity was the win condition in Elves. And the way this works is you get Mirror Entity into play with Wirewood Symbiote and Heritage Druid. You tap your 3 elves, Druid, Mirror Entity, and any other elf. Or if you have a floating mana, you can pay 1 to turn all your creatures into 1/1 elves. Then you can tap Wirewood Symbiote itself, because now it's an elf, Mirror Entity, and Heritage Druid. Then you bounce Wirewood Symbiote to itself, untapping Heritage Druid. Then with one of your remaining 3 mana you just made, you replay the Wirewood Symbiote, and then you can get infinite mana this way if you have a Nettle Sentinel or something that taps for more than 1, like Priest of Titania. If Priest of Titania taps for 3, you can use 1 of it to turn all your creatures into elves, bounce Wirewood Symbiote to itself, untapping Priest of Titania. You have 2 mana in the pool. Replay the symbiote, you have 1 in the pool, do it again, net 1 mana each time. There is a way to get infinite mana here. With Beast Whisperer and the help of a Realm Walker, you can shred through your deck with your infinite mana. Sylvan Messenger's in this deck. This is the Goblin Ringleader elf version. It's the green one in the cycle that Goblin Ringleader's in. 2/2 trample. When it enters the battlefield, reveal your top 4 cards. Put all elves revealed this way in your hand, the rest on the bottom in any order. This is an elf. You can bounce it with Wirewood Symbiote and do it again. Very exciting stuff. Then once we have all our elves in play and infinite or lots of mana, Allosaurus Shepherd is a mana sink. Turn your elves into 5/5s. Azuri is a mana sink. You can overrun your elves +3/+3 and trample for as many times as you want to spend 5 mana. Mirror Entity's a mana sink. After you turn things into 1/1 elves a million times, you can turn them into 1,000 elves and win the game. Shaman of the Pack can burn your opponent out, one-shot them, enters the battlefield. Target opponent loses life equal to the number of elves you control. Lots of stuff going on here. Lots of moving parts. Outside of the core engine of the Value Elves pile here, the Beast Whisperer and Priest of Titania stuff, I've kind of fused this with the Hello Newton style Oops All Cradles or Cradle Control or whatever they're calling the slow reclaimer version of elves these days. I added 2 Besejus to the deck. This is just a great tool for green decks to have. That means we don't need like a Reclamation Sage or whatever in the main deck, or really in the 75. Chino's original build had a Scavenging Ooze. I switched it for Endurance. Having that interaction on turn 0 might be important for some amount of the time. I added the other 3 Endurance to the sideboard, very much drawing from Newton Elves. There's 2 Collector Oofs in the sideboard for your artifact matchups. Thoughtseize and Mindbreak Trap for your combo matchups. Newton Elves is playing 2 Murderous Cut and a Snuff Out in the sideboard as removal. I'm doing 2 Assassin's Trophies and a Murderous Cut. The reason that I'm using Trophy is because Narset and Hullbreacher are giant problems for this particular build of the deck. Like if your beast can't whisper, you're not going anywhere. And we can attack into Narset. Like we will have a lot of 1/1 dinguses laying around. We could probably pressure a Planeswalker, but I just like the flexibility of answering a Planeswalker if necessary. Snuff Out and Murderous Cut do kill Hullbreacher, but I'm more worried about Narset, and they all kill Murktide Regent, which is the main reason these cards are in the deck to begin with. And we have the classic blue Punishers in Carpet of Flowers and Choke, rounding out the deck. What we're left with here is Chino's base list, borrowed from Julian with Newton influence, amalgamized by me. This is the Value Elves Brain Trust. Let's do it. I'm on the draw in round 1 with a tragic 0 lander. I'm going to mulligan it. 1 lander's fine. We're going places. I'm going to keep this and send Shaman of the Pack. That's a card you don't want till later. This version of Elves plays a lot more Llanowar Elf effects than the traditional Legacy deck does. And by traditional, I mean the current build of the Legacy version. Traditionally, Elves plays a lot of Llanowar Elves, depending on what you mean by tradition. I'm going to get my basic here. I'm playing on 1 land. I'm going to be careful about it. See what this Scalding Tarn does to me. Uh-oh. This looks like some Storm business. Uncracked Scalding Tarn into Underground Sea Brainstorm. I'm thinking right now either Ad Nauseam Tendrils or Grixis Control. Leaning towards Ad Nauseam. Oh. Some Esper deck. Fuck is this? Well, could be in trouble here. I don't find a land drop. Ooh, found a land drop and it's a good one. Lead on Allosaurus Shep. That can't be countered. Cradle. Let's get Wirewood Symbiote down to protect my Shepherd. That was a good draw. Though, I'm a little worried about this Esper control deck. There are builds of Doomsday out there that are Esper. There's also just like 4-color Hidetsugu Consumes All piles. Oh yeah, that's what we're playing against. Shit. Him to Turok. Alright, left me with Elvish Visionary. That's the second best one they could have left me with. It actually might be the best one. I'm going to Llanowar Elves first because it's free. And then I should, I think, attack first. Yeah, I'm going to attack first. This deck doesn't play Natural Order, so I'm not drawing into anything here. And then second main, I can play Elvish Visionary. Hope to spike a 1-drop or a land. That works even better. I get to untap Allosaurus Shepherd, bouncing Visionary, and use my floating mana to summon Elvish Visionary again, drawing cards. Right, rebuilding. Oh, Beast Whisperer, let's go. Don't hit me again. The good news is this is exactly the kind of matchup that Value Elves should farm. The bad news is Hidetsugu consumes all as a card that exists. All right, let's hope they go for a cantrip or prismatic ending, because I actually just desperately want this Beast Whisperer. They have to go after Symbiote here. And I'm going to bounce Visionary in response, get another draw there. They broke up my best friend's crew. This is the moment of truth. If they have like a lightning bolt or a plow to collapse my board, or a Thoughtseize to take my Whisperer, looks like they're just passing the turn. Elvish Viz. Okay, I can Visionary into Beast Whisperer. If I Beast Whisperer, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm out of spells for the turn, so I should Visionary first. See where this goes. Windswept Heath. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can Heath and play the other Visionary and still end on Beast Whisperer. I'm going to double up on black. Mirror Entity is the only white card, but I do have multiple black cards I'd like to cast. We get there. Whisper. Nice. Okay. And I've played pretty wide around Hidetsugu consumes all. Plague Engineer would be brutal. I don't know that these decks main deck that card though. It will definitely be in the sideboard. So I am at the point where just activating Shepherd is big. This mana does not cast Consume. Oh, they got another land. All right, now they can consume or whatever. Hope they're not playing Supreme Verdict. That would be brutal. Teferi. Okay. Teferi is not great. Bouncing my Whisperer. Oh no. All right. That made it a lot better. Okay. Drew a creature. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you have Force of Will in your hand? You do not. All right. I'm going to Windswept Heath and fetch for Savannah before I start spending mana. Let's draw a card. All right, the beasts are whispering. Oh no, a black card. Betrayed. I feel like I need to get Teferi out of play. Just don't want any dirty tricks coming my way. Rainstorm. I just passed the turn with 4 mana unspent. I suspect they'll read that as there's a land in my hand. Disappointing. Found the plow. Another Teferi. I think you should probably bounce your Snapcaster at this point. Yep. And look at this board state, though. Just Value Elves doing what it's supposed to do. My opponent has Hymn to Turok 2 for 1, Snapcaster 2 for 1, Teferi bouncing Snapcaster 3 for 1. There's been a lot of 2 for 1s, and I'm still ahead on cards and on board. It's starting to run out of juice here, but not bad. Okay, I'm going to attack Teferi with one of these and attack my opponent with the others. I'm going to give Teferi the bare minimum respect here. Now I got some options. I could hold on to the Shaman until it's better, or I could just Lava Axe my opponent right now, put them to the test. I think I'm going to ask them a question. Yep, take 5. Here at 6. Fetch land. If they get Mystic Sanctuary here, I'm going to bestage you. Alright. Not Mystic Sanctuary. There's a Snapcaster in hand and a plow in the graveyard. We know at least that's going on. Dramatic ending. That's powerful. 1 for 1s are not going to win this game, though. I will punch over the finish line if they don't get like a real sweep. Okay, another ending. Last card in hand is Snapcaster Mage, which can snap plow, which can plow one of the smaller creatures and block Shaman of the pack. They are out of cards and at 1 life, or not at 1 life, but I'm just going to slam in here. They can make their trades, cast their spells, and be hellbent at 4 life against an attacking creature. That's what I got for you. Block Llanowar Elves. Plow Shaman. Alright, here we go. Let's see who can draw out of this first. Wirewood Symbiote. Oh, baby. I guess I should play this pre-combat. No! Drew a spell. Yeah, Force of Will. Yeah, it's alright. Getting in there. You're at 3. Tick-tock. Another Cradle. Attack. You're at 2. Oh, no. Well, but Seiju kills that. Not another one. Alright. We're suddenly way behind. They're at 2 life, though. Elvish Archdruid. I feel like that reload is probably going to be significant that they just had. They are dead on board right now, though. If I assume their hand is blank, I can Besage one of these Strixes and attack with 2/2/2s next turn. I don't think I can play like their hand is blank, though. See what I draw. Another Strix. Damn it. Ace the Mind Sculptor. That's a good one. And they're brainstorming. Okay, we had a window there. Something big. Ooh. What do you do? Sylvan Messenger? Grist? Azuri is... I think Azuri's actually lethal. Elves get plus... Yeah, okay. If they have Force of Will, they're going to counter this, but... Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay. Maybe don't counter this. 6 equals 3 for Azuri. No! Yeah, that was always going to happen. Okay. Disappointing. Big draws. Opponent's at 1, though. Fetch lands are off. Force Will has to be hardcast from here. The Force pitched a Ponder. That's a card they would have liked to have here. Expressive Iteration. That's cheating. Exiled Volcanic Island. That's one of the few lands left in their deck they can actually play. Lightning Bolt. Boo. Boo. Still not attacking with Strixes. They're not messing around with their life total. That's probably the right call. This fetch land can get Dryad Arbor, which both fuels Cradle and can be a surprise attacker. Activating Jace again. I am behind, but this game is entirely still winnable. Still not attacking with Strixes. Giving every stupid creature a lot of respect. Which is probably the right way to play check pile. Goes to shuffle their Ponder. I'm going to get my Dryad Arbor here. It's the last fetchable land in the deck. How about a good spell? Help me out. That's a good spell. Yeah, that's... I can pressure them in their end step, create another surprise attacker. I'm not going to respond to that. Playing Endurance and killing a Strix if they start to get frisky. Alright, they're starting to Fate Seal me. They feel like they're ahead. They might be. It could be true. They let me keep the card. Heritage Druid. Well, I'm playing it. Every 1-power creature is lethal and fuels the Cradle. Snapcaster Mage. Resolves. Target. Lightning Bolt. 1, 2, 3. Endurance. Right in the main deck. Surprise. If they have Force of Will, they can hardcast it, but otherwise, blast that Snapcaster Mage away. But now they do have another creature. That kind of messes up my plan. Back to brainstorming. We spent 1 turn Fate Sealing, and now it's like, okay, never mind. That Endurance stops them from decking, but I don't think decking was going to be a win con anyway. Oof. Prismatic Ending. My Endurance is gone. Are we attacking? Still not attacking. With the Viz. This is how we get off the ground. Let's go. Elvish Viz. Draw a card. Draw a card. Oh, Cavern. I'm going to hide that for when it matters. Yeah, I would like them to sit behind counter spells. They can. Snapcaster Mage. Bummer. Alright. That can get rid of Heritage Druid. I suspect they want Heritage Druid. Maybe they want Visionary. Yep, Druid. Confirmed. Finally ready to attack. Come on, Azuri off the top. Firewood Symbiote. Okay. That's probably worth countering, but if I Cavern on Insect, I'm going to regret it. Pick up the Visionary. Load a mana. Cavern on Elf. To get at least a little bit of this going. Draw a card. It's Allosaurus Shepherd. Oh my god. Alright. I'm not going to play that into Hitotsugu Consumes All or whatever removal they have. I like the idea of sandbagging a surprise overrun. That can't be countered. Very okay. Bouncing Snapcasters or just chilling. Bouncing Baleful Strix probably. Attack for 2. Then bounce Strix. Get the extra card. Yep, bouncing a Strix. I could have Besaged there. Maybe I should have. But still think there's a world where I can use Besage's surprise attacker. Oh, now I have 2 of them. That's extra. I play Elvish. Visionary. They left up 5 mana. Hopefully that's Force of Will because I'm gonna juke it with the Shepherd here. Gonna float 4. I have so many Cradles in my hand. I don't mind tapping it early if I end up not needing it. On 3 cards this turn. Grist the Hunger Tide. What's up, buddy? I want to sacrifice Birchlure Rangers to this Grist to destroy Jace. I can't quite win. I only have 2 attackers. Yeah, we're not there. I'm gonna tap Riot Arbor. Summon Grist. Cannot be countered. You may sacrifice a creature. When you do, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Time to get rid of Jace. Shut this down. Now I'm kind of bummed at myself I didn't Boseiju the Strix that they bounced. Like, that's up 2 cards that I could have found a use for that otherwise isn't doing much. Also need to be cognizant of the clock. Their clock's been running down a lot faster than mine, but just last turn, I had a turn where I had to do a lot of stuff, and just suddenly backwards. Yeah, I found Volcanic Island. They continue to find lands they can actually use. Brutal. A Ponder. Chose to shuffle. They just put like 1 cheeky point on Grist with a Baleful Strix. I'm going to kill the Baleful Strix. Another Strix. Okay. Let's see how hard they want to pressure this Grist. Just 1. Punished. Dang, Teferi. Lied to you. You thought you were safe. Let's see if there's a land left. There's not. Okay. Symbiote. Untap. Dried Arbor. Oh, Zenith. Do I win? I have 1 elf in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toughness over there. It could happen. I'm going to start with Visionary. Yeah, I have double Cradle with Azuri here. And 1 elf that can attack. Beast Whisper, my goodness. 4 mana. I'm going to Zenith for Azuri first. I think I do want Azuri. Azuri. And then I can plus Grist. I wanted to do this first to make sure I didn't mill the Azuri. I actually hit an insect. I milled the Mirror Entity. Actual insect sighting. Gaia's Cradle. Keep the new one. 7, 8, 9, 10. Activate Azuri. My elves get bigger. Activate Azuri. My elves get bigger. And then I get to attack with all of my creatures that know how to attack, including my 7/7 trample. They don't have enough blockers to get through this. Value Elves. We did it, Reddit. 1311 on both of our clocks, or exactly even on clock somehow. Yikes. Okay, choke. Big game here. My opponent is a Snapcaster Mage deck. I like the endurances. I don't think I want Assassin's Trophy. What else is less great here? Shaman's great. Anything that generates card advantage is good. I probably have to respect Big Engineer. Oh, Elvish Archdruid, kind of medium. I like all the 4s. I like Zenith, of course. I could shave some of the Llanowar Elves and just play a bigger game. Oh, I could replace those with Carpets. They both die to Hitotsugu Consumes All, but only the Elves die to Plague Engineer. Priest gets a lot worse. Like, I'm kind of giving up explosiveness for stability here. I do want the Carpets. I have 1 Llanowar Elf in the deck, plus Dryad Arbor, so the Zeniths function as Llanowar Elves. Is Mirror Entity bad in this build? Like, I give up my ability to make infinite mana, but I'm kind of not playing to that. I don't think this deck has a basic land in it. We didn't see one last game, and I Boseiju'd them, and they searched for nothing. Realm Walker's dope. Yeah, maybe I'm just on the full grind situation. But if I'm cutting this many elves, Sylvan Messenger gets bad too. Yeah, I'll just let my Beastmaster or Beast Whisperer do that work. Okay, this might be a disaster, but I'm trying it. Gonna have to keep an eye on the clock. We finished the game with exactly the same amount of time available. Gonna keep this hand with Carpet of Flowers, double carpet actually. And I'm gonna play one of the carpets. Normally you wanna hold back against Prismatic Ending decks, but I have 2 carpets. And Prismatic Ending's gonna find a target no matter what. Yep, we did it. And by did it, I mean they cast Prismatic Ending. Another carpet. And Metal Sentinel. I'm going to play Birchlure Ranger. This is ramming hard into consume, but it does circumvent Plague Engineer by having a 2/2. Fetching a non-island, Swords of Plowshares, okay. This is not a player who has Hitotsuku Consumes All in their hand. I can Grist this turn. Snapcaster Mage. I'm not going to pitch cast Endurance this early. See if they want the elf or the carpet, actually. Clever, okay. Now I actually need a land to do anything. Okay, not a land, but it is an elf that feeds the Birchler Ranger. Oh, yeah. And we're just in business here. I'm going to bounce my Visionary in response to this plow. Into Turok, Brutal. I lost Grist and Endurance. Did want the Grist quite a bit, actually. I'm going to Llanowar Elves first, because I can tap that to cast the other one. I guess I could have done it either way here. Doesn't really matter. Didn't have a land drop. Oh, okay. I'm going to deploy my Symbiote. See how they feel about this. And have 2 elves for green. Make another green. Tap Llanowar Elves by bounding Visionary. Play my Visionary. Draw a card. Gaia's Cradle, that's a good one. Do I want to slam the choke now or test them with Endurance first? I think I want to test in their end step with Endurance. Or test right now with Endurance. Bang. Endurance is such a fucking monster of a Magic card. I love it so much. Obviously, the Bant Control Maniac loves Endurance. But I love it in other decks too. Teferi. Okay. Pick up a Snapcaster for later. Sure. But I know that they don't. There's not going to be. Bounce my Viz. Oh. Shepherd. Shepherd. Now choke's uncounterable. 1, 2. Visionary. Uncounterable. Beast Whisper. My god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana right now. I can go. I don't really care about Teferi. Green. Green. 7 mana. Untap Llanowar Elves with. It doesn't really matter now. I can get an extra draw here. Yeah, I'm going to actually pick up the Birchler Ranger and play Beast Whisper. Uncounterable. I'm going to draw a card with Birchler Ranger. And then I'm going to play this uncounterable Choke. And then I'm going to attack Teferi. Yeah, just with Endurance. Cool. That was a big turn. In the Prismatic Ending deck, it's not like Choke is a hard lock, but having the second Choke is a big deal. I'm drawing millions of cards per turn now. Plus, Shepherd is just there. 1, 2, 3. I think I do want to keep drawing cards, even though that's 1 less elf in play for Shepherd. Let's draw a couple cards here. Another Cradle. Get wrecked. Zillions of mana. Elvish Visionary. Let's go. Draw zillions more cards. Then tap 2 elves. Visionary and Visionary. That's the 6 if I want it. Or I can just keep drawing cards. Float mana. Untap Llanowar Elves. Visionary, draw more cards. Then Symbiote, draw more cards. Symbiote can also draw more cards. Again, I'm just going to attack though. I think I'm good here. My elves, well, I literally have the mana just floating, so might as well use it. Draw some more cards. Yeah, what if I find a Zuri? Oh, let's go. Let's go. Still drawing cards. Another Beast Whisperer. Alright. I have 2 elves with Summoning Sickness over here. Let's whisper into some more beasts. Is that what happens with this card? Do you whisper into the beast? Ew. What part of the beast are you whispering into that gets you cards? This is exactly lethal right now. They are at 0 life. Value Elves showing up strong, showing out. On to the next round. I'm on the play in round 2. I like this hand. I'm keeping. It doesn't ramp yet, but it is stable. 3 lands. Some stuff to do with them. A Whisperer at the top. Sentinel, let's go. A Flooded Strand strategy. Uh-oh, it's getting Volcanic Island. Delver. All right, we're playing against Delver. Oh, that's usually a pretty good draw. I'm gonna Symbiote. Oh, I should have attacked. I can still attack. Running Heritage Druid into Daze isn't exactly where I want to be with my life. But if it means Elvish Archdruid has a better chance of resolving, I'm in. I do only play one basic in this build. I had to make room for the Caverns and Besage somewhere. Unpunished. After a world-class meltdown about casting a spell into Daze recently on this channel, it's nice to get away with one that's low stakes. Delver did not flip. Okay, this is a little unfortunate, but we'll make it work. I'm going to attack with Nettle Sentinel first. Guess I'm supposed to Archdruid first in case it resolves. Then Nettle Sentinel's bigger. But then I don't get to double spell? I guess I still double spell. They didn't have Daze last turn. They could bolt something in response here. Or not. Tap 3 Elves, get another Symbiote in. Force of Will, the other Symbiote. Okay, sure. Can I get up to 4 mana this turn? I believe that I can. Yes. I bounce Heritage Druid, untapping Archdruid, then play Heritage Druid again. This gives me 4 mana. They did not have Daze last turn. I'm going to continue betting against it and just eat my hand. This is currently out of bolt range, and I have Wirewood Symbiote. So if it resolves, it's pretty stable. Oh, they had another force. All right. Cast 2 Hymn to Torox this turn. We take that. And I'm still ahead on board. Right, Lightning Bolt on my Symbiote. That is the thing that you're allowed to target. 1 card left in hand. It's going to be Expressive Iteration or Murktide Regent, even worse. What do we got? It's Murktide. All right, you got a 6/6. I'm suddenly dead in 2 turns. Thanks, Murktide Regent. Priest of Titania. Okay, so I have... If I attack with Nettle Sentinel and Heritage Druid, they block Nettle Sentinel, go to 10. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's better off as mana. I'm going to need to draw a Zenith or some payoff here. Murktide Regent is a cop. They did not shuffle and then played a land. So they drew land for turn, and they have some card in their hand that they actually like. EI, okay. Already use your land drop. EI is less scary. All right. And they know how to pace out attacks. That's unfortunate. Come on, Green Sun Zenith, Azuri, something that can win. Oh my god, it's Azuri! Is that good enough? It is exactly what I asked for. Is it going to do the job? Let me just figure out how to tap here. Okay, so you're at 11. I need to attack with 3 elves. I have exactly enough. Yeah, all right. Azuri, let's go. And then all my creatures are elves, so I can tap Priest to overrun, and that should do it. I was never worried. Get fucked, Murktide Regent. That's the thing about elves. They come when you call. They're very helpful and friendly in that regard. All right, Chokes. This is actually just going to be almost the same sideboard plan, but now I also want the Murderous Cut. All my answers to Assassin's Trophy, all my answers to Islands and Graveyards. I'm not going to try to combo or go wide against this deck. A Sylvan Messenger, no. Archdruid, no. Shaman is bad when you're going wide, when you're not going wide. They're going to have like rough tumbles and shit. Beast Whisperer is exactly where I want to be. Shepherd's where I want to be. This deck does not have Prismatic Ending or Hidetsugu Consumes All, though, so the Carpet of Flowers are going to be like really sticky mana dorks, rather than just slightly different answer mana dorks. I think I still want the Realm Walker. That's the kind of thing that can grind up a matchup like this. Visionary and Symbiote are essential here. Grist is removal I can Zenith for. Currently 3 Llanowar Elves still in the deck. And Nettle Sentinel's a lot worse when I don't have my Mirror Entity in, because I'm not trying to get infinite mana. And if we're this far off Heritage Druid, then we might as well get off it. Okay. Here we go again. I can get my basic land here. My Arbor is unfortunately in my hand, so these 2 Zeniths are really bad. The Choke and Endurance are both good in the matchup. I think I'm going to mulligan this. The Dryad being in my hand is just a complete beating. Yeah, much happier with this. Keep and send. I think the redundant Cradle can go. You may argue there's no such thing as a redundant Cradle against a Wasteland deck, but I would argue you're wrong. Okay, so I'm definitely playing Savannah. The question is, am I using Carpet to try to get Zenith onto the stack? Or am I just putting Zenith on the stack and sandbagging the Carpet? I think I want to lead on Carpet. Getting Carpet dazed sucks, but if it doesn't get dazed, then nothing gets dazed for the rest of the game. And I am going to Zenith right now. Let's try to explode out on mana. Price of Progress. Ooh, good to know about that. Ponder. Ponder did not shuffle. Delver's getting in here. Yes, make green. Play the Elvish Mystic. Play Cradle and pass. I could have attacked with Dryad Arbor. And like kind of bluffed I don't have Endurance, but I really didn't want to play into Daze if I don't have to. Here we go. Are we in Blowout City? Nope. Force of Will pitching Murktide. Right, I'm not the mayor of Blowout Town today. Yes. Green mana. Play Llanowar Elves. Attack for 2. Play Bayou. I'm going to have to answer this Delver eventually. I don't know if it's time yet, but I want the option. Price of Progress in the end step. 6 me. I could trophy. No, you can't trophy your own things. All right. I'm going to kill Delver. Like, they might be just chucking spells into the graveyard for a Murktide Regent right now. Or they might have double pop. They might have Mystic Sanctuary. But taking damage from that Delver, yeah. This is, yeah. Just be a burn deck is certainly a plan in this matchup. Okay. They got me good. Now they know about Endurance. I'm sure they knew anyway, but now it's very much on the radar. Price of Progress is scary, but if I keep my life total high, it's fine. Yeah, I think I'm just running the same deck. On the play with a Carpet. I'm going to keep this. And I am going to slam the Carpet before it can get dazed. Just get ahead of daze forever. Delver doesn't really function if it's not making 1-drops. And yes, make green. Play Wirewood Symbiote. Playing around daze here, and then the Cavern on Elf. We'll ignore everything else. Maybe I'm supposed to Cavern on Elemental and just hide behind Endurance. That's a game plan I did not consider that I probably should have. They quickly snapped off a Flooded Strand fetch. Milled away a Brainstorm. They're going for the Turbo Delirium here. Like they're going to get there. Okay. I want to bounce my Elvish Visionary. I guess I do. Wait, they are not about to be delirious. I'm going to leave Visionary in play. If I can block and trade off with this, I'm actually just fine with that. Nice. Yes, make green. Misty Rainforest. I'm going to use the Cavern to cast Endurance right now. That way I have green-black up. Like, if you want to fight over this, Force pitching Force. Okay. And then go hard into a Murktide Regent. I have the Assassin's Trophy for it. Kraken here. Ponder, still not delirious. Tarfire, super delirious. I'm going to take 3 from this, because the Endurance will cover it eventually, and I really want Assassin's Trophy to kill Murktide Regent. I am going to play around days here. I can, and I also kind of have to. Yes, green. I'm going to think Endurance first. If their last card is Force of Will, and then in response to Endurance's trigger, I'm going to trophy. Because if the Murktide ends up leaving, I want it to be all the way gone, so Dragon's Rage Channeler has nothing to eat off of. Okay, Murktide's on the bottom of the deck. Back with Llanowar Visionary, or Elvish Visionary. And then I'm going to play Llanowar Elf. If they want to daze this, that's fine. If they don't daze it, it's mana for Azuri. Let's go. I'm feeling ahead, but that doesn't mean you're going to win, because Delver's fucked up. Ponder milled a Lightning Bolt with Surveil. You kind of love when the creature deck is milling Lightning Bolts against your creature deck. Something's going right. Ooh, can I overrun here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I can. Yes, make green. Fetch. Get another Bayou. Green. Play Azuri using the cavern. 3, 4, 5. I don't know if that's better than just leaving up regenerate, but it's what happened. Are firing Azuri in response. Okay. Milling Mystic Sanctuary. You are delirious now. I can rumble for 7. I can leave back Endurance. I think I'm actually going to leave back Endurance and just rumble for 4. I can force the attack into Endurance. Alright, if they're going to spend a Lightning Bolt here, that's not that bad. Or they just put Dragon's Rage Channeler in the graveyard. They're playing to a Murktide Regent, I guess. 6/6 Murktide Regent. Yeah, that's pretty good. Ooh. Yes. Make green. I'm not sure who's favored right now. I hope it's me. You attack for 6. I attack for 5. Actually, I am... Oh, Endurance can block, though, if it has to. So I go to 9 here. That's fine. Then I get a couple turns of attacking, and then I have to start blocking. I got to add to the board in the meantime. Shit, that's not good. If they've been sandbagging land Lightning Bolt, they can kill me next turn. Yeah, this is a tight one. Right, I go to 3. Don't have the land. I'm going to fetch my Dryad Arbor and hope to find something that creates pressure. Or elves. Yes, make green. Actually, don't do that. All right. I'm going to attack with all my other creatures. I was about to cast Llanowar Elves with the Carpet mana, or Fyndhorn Elves, then realized that I actually have Carpet, and why would I unlock Force of Will if I don't have to? Okay. Endurance is a good draw. Azuri's already dead. I'm actually exactly 3 damage off, so the turn I didn't attack with Endurance is punishing me here. And I've lost. Alright, dead to Murktide Regent. GG's. Yeah, Murktide Regent's a hell of an animal. That's why you board in so many cards to answer it, and they got through 3 of them. That's the power of Delver, folks. On to the next round. We're a few rounds into the video. Thanks for sticking with me. Friendly reminder that if you're still here and having fun, smash that subscribe button. And if you want to play what I'm playing, you can use my affiliate link for TCG Player to support the channel while you shop for cards, and you can try any deck anytime with a cardhoarder.com loan account for Magic Online. All these links are in the video description below. Now back to the league. Yeah, if I just got my foot on the gas last round and attacked, I got scared after the Game 2 burn situation and just wussed out. Duress, good luck with that one. Anyway, I'm on the draw in round 3. I've kept a spellless hand against a turn 1 Duress opponent, which is funny because Duress is going to miss, but bad because I'm going to die to some turn 2 combo. Speaking of turn 2 combos, though, I'm close to achieving my own. An elf off the top lets me start shredding if I get a turn. Decks that main deck Duress, though, generally are not trying to play 3 turns in a game. Urborg. Oh, it's this deck. Alright. This is going to give us more time than, like, Ad Nauseam or Doomsday would. They can probably make Merit Lage next turn. Holy shit. Okay. Gaia's Cradle has just arrived. Heritage Druid, get in there. Gaia's Cradle. Cradle. Visionary. Draw a card. Shepherd, okay. Make 3 mana. We want Wirewood Symbiote, which untaps Nettle Sentinel. And then if I bounce Visionary, targeting Heritage Druid, we can just do this again. Draw some more cards. 1, 2, 3. Let's just do that exact same thing again. Draw another card. And I'm going to play Priest of Titania and Allosaurus Shepherd, and hope that the top of my deck can beat a Merit Lage. Okay, go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacking elves. I actually already beat Merit Lage. Have it beat on board. What do you got? Where's a Saga? That's not it. No Glimpse, no Natural Order, still can turn 2 win. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, the bad news is Merit Lage is one of the most horrendous things that any opponent can ever have against elves. I think I need trophies to destroy Dark Depths. Or I could just try to combo over the top of it Seems kind of dangerous. I don't think Thoughtseize, Murderous Cut, Mindbreak Trap are what I want to be doing. Endurance does block Merit Lage, but that's not really where I want to be. I think I just want to try to combo here. Sylvan Messenger is more of a value engine, and Allosaurus Shepherd is a win condition, but this opponent... Is this a Chalice of the Void deck? I don't think it is, but if it is, I guess I need to respect that with Shepherd. It's also a win condition, so I need those. Elvish Archdruid is counterplayed a Plague Engineer. Grist probably isn't super important. Yeah, I want everything that explodes. Like, I want all my mana dinguses. I want Priest of Titania. Because I am trying to Beast Master Realm Walk this matchup. And maybe it's Archdruid. That's just the most superfluous object in this deck. My build is so bad against Plague Engineer, though. Alright, fine. Archdruid's out. Let's go. Fuck a Plague Engineer. I'm keeping this hand that is woefully soft to duress. They could actually take a card. This is the Speed Demon hand, though. I have Llanowar Elf into Priest of Titania. Zenith is a huge number starting on turn 3. My opponent mulled to 4, which is actually terrifying because that means they're playing to speed. Okay, it's Thoughtseize. That would have found something anyway. Probably still takes the Zenith, though. Unless they take Llanowar Elves because they have a turn 2 win and don't want me to dig out of it ever. Yep, took Zenith. If their hand is Dark Depths and Vampire Hexmage, I've lost. Let's hope it's not exactly that. Okay, Thespian Stage is not Dark Depths. Voidwalker, sure. Right, this hand's pretty explosive. They could take my Misty Rainforest, but I doubt they have lands to fetch in their deck. But it is a swamp anyway. I suspect their last card is Dark Depths, and they're going to make Merit Lage next turn, so I have 2 turn cycles to operate here. I'm going to start with Visionary, and then probably just cast the rest of my hand and hope they don't have Plague Engineer. That's good. Oh, I miscounted. Whoops. I forgot that I would have to tap the Llanowar Elves to get the Heritage Druid into play. Whoopsie doodles. Untap Llanowar Elves, bouncing Visionary. Llanowar Elves, cast Heritage Druid. Yeah, I wish I had put Priest into play this turn, but I messed up. Alright, here we go. Ready for Dark Depths. There it is. So I'm dead on board. I need to come up with Endurance to block for a turn or kill my opponent. Those are the 2 things I can do. Let's start. I'm going to start tapping Elves for mana. Really wish I had a Priest of Titania in play. So bad. Shepherd. You're not going to kill anybody here. If I play another Visionary, I think that's better than using my bounce yet. This Whisper is going to be too slow. I think I should play Shepherd now, just to get 3 men off Heritage Druid. And then I can untap Llanowar Elves, picking up Visionary. I got one more look at Endurance here for Assassin's Trophy, because they haven't actioned yet. Alright. We're not going to win this game. Maybe they'll play Scared. I can't imagine they'd play Scared, because I've presented, like, Omega Lethal on board. But Assassin's Trophy would win this game. Saying. Okay. They figured out how to make Merit Lage. Yeah, if Priest of Titania was in play with the untap from Wirewood Symbiote and Beast Whisperer, I could have gone really deep this turn. Yeah, I just blundered, miscounted how elves work. At game 3, I get to be on the play. Yeah, maybe the Endurance as a speed bump is better than I thought it was. Because we are just racing here. I think I am going to cut a Shepherd for another Endurance, and that's going to be my plan. I'm not bringing in Collector Oof. They are a Helm of Obedience Leyline deck, but I have to disrespect that part of the deck. I think it's too slow. On the play, oh, we have the combo. I'm going to keep. What do I have to do here? In Zenith, if I wait to Zenith for Heritage Druid, I might be too far behind. I could Zenith for Dryad Arbor and just start pulling ahead. I have the Assassin's Trophy, but I don't have black mana right now. I think I want a Zenith for mana. Oh, Boseiju is also an out to Dark Depths, so I got a lot of plays, actually, against the Merit Lage combo. Gotta hope they line up right. And Cavern of Souls can cast Mirror Entity. That's on deck. Opponent mulled to 5 this time. I hate when opponents know their role in a matchup. Why don't you just keep a suspicious 7 and die on turn 3? Come on. You break. That's not Nurborg. That slows down Dark Depths significantly. I've been thought seized. Probably going to take Assassin's Trophy would be my guess, because that's the thing I have that can disrupt their deck. But Mirror Entity is very scary. Just nobody who's ever put Mirror Entity in a deck was up to any good. Yeah, they took the trophy. No surprise there. All right, Endurance is a banger. Ooh, awkward. I would like to Visionary first in case I spike Cradle, but if I Visionary first, then my Insect, I would have to Cavern on Insect to advance the game state. That's not an option. Windhorn Elves. Do I want to get ahead on mana or get ahead on cards? Oh, I can do both. Yeah, duh. Wirewood Symbiote, untap Dryad Arbor, and play Windhorn Elves. Here we are. Right, what does the basic Swamp Thoughtseize Mull to 5 follow up with here? Thespian Stage, nice and slow. Dark Confidant, okay. Ooh, Zenith. Can't think I'm a mana short. I can Zenith or use Dryad Arbor and Cavern, Zenith for Heritage Druid. Alright, if I leave Cavern untapped, do I have the 1 mana to make this happen? Zenith for Druid. Then use Wirewood Symbiote to untap Windhorn Elves. No, I would have to bounce that. Alright, what's in my deck? I drew the Endurance, so I don't have to save the Zenith for that. I think I do want a Zenith for the Heritage Druid. Try to get off the ground here. Heritage Druid, get in. And then yeah, this is investing in next turn, no matter what. So I'm gonna play my Visionary, Symbiote, untap, Windhorn Elves, bouncing Visionary, play another Symbiote. All right, yeah, this is a next turn situation. Maybe I wanted to attack with Symbiote. Revealed a Swamp off of Dark Confidant. That's good. I am in the trash against a Plague Engineer, but I'm pretty well set up otherwise. God damn it. All right. Guess I have to bounce all my elves in response and hope they name Insect. But this also kills Mirror Entity no matter what. Son of a bitch. I wanted them to go fast. Not be interactive. This is cheating. This is a common position that I've found myself in a bunch of times with Plague Engineer on the stack and my opponent bounces all their elves. And I think they made the right call. We're just naming elf anyway. Ugh. All right. I guess I'll just pass the turn. I hope Endurance can pay me out here. If they attack with Plague Engineer, I can block. If they don't, I can jam Endurance and start attacking maybe. Bunch of Expedition maps. This is the line to Merit Lage, if they even need it. End of turn Endurance. I'm going to target myself. I would like Assassin's Trophy back in my deck. And start attacking with everything? I don't think that's right. Endurance, let's go. Yeah, missing the comfort of Elvish Reclaimer right now for sure. And the Expedition map can get Dark Depths, threaten lethal next turn. I have the Endurance, but that's not going to matter. I don't have black for Assassin's Trophy, even if I draw it. I have to draw Boseiju and hope they don't main phase their Merit Lage. Oh, they played Swamp instead of Dark Depths that they just got. I guess they can threaten the Dark Depths, just sort of chill back on that, and kill me with Urza Saga. X-Mage is a 2/1 first strike. That's a sizable creature here. Saga tokens are 2/2s right now. They could Thespian Stage and go infinite. Oh, they said misclick in the chat, so they meant to produce Dark Depths this turn. Hope I can punish that. Not like this, I can't. God, Mirror Entity dying. If Mirror Entity was a 0/2 instead of a 1/1, this game would be trivial. But instead, I'm struggling. I'm going to get in with Endurance. This might be bad because Endurance being a block, like they could double block, just put Bob and something else in front of it. Yeah, that might have been bad. Now they have Merit Lage anyway, and I don't have my blocker for it. I guess I should draw a card. Gotta give this one up, try to pull ahead here. Find something, anything. The Boseiju. Missouri. That is an elf. Shit. I'm just fucking clicking at random. Yeah, I could have put Azuri into play here. Yeah, Azuri should be in play as a 1/1. Damn it. I was busy thinking about what Azuri would do and forgot that Cradle can just cast it. Pithing Needle, naming Symbiote is probably safe. Or do you name Boseiju out of respect? Yeah, okay. There's the Dark Depths. Are we using it right away or waiting again? We waited last time. Attacking with Endurance was pretty bad. Alright, they're giving me a chance. Come on, Boseiju. 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 Well, I'm representing Assassin's Trophy now. But they could probably figure out what cards I drew in the last turn cycle because Azuri should be in play already. And I would have played Windswept Heath too, so yeah, if they're paying attention, they know exactly what's going on. And unfortunately, the way the rules of the game work, I can't activate Azuri for future considerations of my elves. Yeah, if I had not attacked, I don't know if they play a Sejiri step, but if I hadn't attacked with Endurance, I might get another draw step here. I didn't bring in the Murderous Cut, so I am one fewer total answers to a Plague Engineer than I could be, and maybe that's just a huge mistake. Alright, on to the next round. That matchup's tough. I'm on the draw in the 4th round. I am going to keep this hand. It's not particularly explosive, but I'm not sure. Like, a lot of time in normal elves, you don't often mulligan any functional hand because the deck mulligans so poorly. My opponent's avatar is Chandra Awakened Inferno. I'm a little scared of that. Who chooses that? Sickos, that's who. But they played Seat of the Synod, which Seat of the Synod Go is kind of a scary play as well. Let's hope they just have turn 2 Chalice. Do I want turn 2 Chalice? I have the Cavern, and my deck is full of Shepherds. But I guess Chalice is kind of annoying to this opening setup here. Just nothing. Not even an Emery. The fuck? What's going on? What's happening? I'm going to attack for 2. And then I'm going to cast Elvish Visionary off of Bayou. I think I want to hide this Cavern. Or at least be sure what I'm committing to when I play it. Because maybe I do want a Cavern Insect. Who knows? Another Visionary. Yeah, this is looking a little too slow for the Seat of the Synod matchup, though they have not exactly come out blazing. And now if they want to use their Saga, then they're going to have to not cast any spells this turn. Ooh, that's a way to cast spells. City of Traitors. I should probably expect Hull Breacher. A Priest of Titania. That's big game. Do I want to trade Nettle Sentinel for a construct? Because Seat of the Synod means that the first construct is 2/2. And no, I don't, is the answer. I wish I could put 2 elves into play right now, but I can't. If Saga can get Pithing Needle, that's bad. And I'm going to Cavern on Elf. I'm going to play Wirewood Symbiote. And I'm going to play Priest of Titania. And I'm going to pass the turn. And hope that I get another turn. The way they've played this game, I'm kind of getting like Echo vibes rather than 8-cast vibes. Maybe I'm just wrong, but who keeps a hand this slow? It's weird. They have 6 cards in hand and haven't done anything yet. I don't like it. I guess now that I have Symbiote, I could attack, see if they would take the block. And maybe it's 2 free damage. Oh, but no, Symbiote picking up my Visionary in combat is a big deal. Alright, I'm just going to hang back. I think I'm going to win or lose this game by a lot. But I do have a massive pile of mana and Azuri in my hand. See how this goes. Do you have a main deck Pithing Needle? Do you name Wirewood Symbiote with it? What happens here? Many questions to be answered. Urza Saga just resolved without making a construct or floating mana. Very strange. The not floating mana must be a misclick. Not making a construct isn't necessarily anything. That just means they want to use their mana this turn, which they have 5 of. 3. Ah, fuck, they are an Echo deck. Well, that's scary. And Echo's only scary if they also have Breacher. Didn't attack. Alright, giving me a lot of respect. Let's see if I can win this turn. I'm not going to bounce Elvish Visionary, because I want as many elves as I can get in play at all times. Ooh, that's a big one. If I can successfully Zenith for Heritage Druid, this hand goes into the stratosphere. All right, I'm going to start with a Zenith for 1. Leaving my Cavern back. Okay. Heritage Druid is in play now. Now we're going fast. 3 mana. I'm going to play Elvish Visionary. I don't even care that much if they Hull Breach. Yeah, this wasn't really here to draw cards. It's here to be an elf in play. Untap the Nettle Sentinel, yes. You've got a treasure, that's fine. I'm dead next turn, so I got nothing to lose now. Let's go. I get 5 mana now. Wirewood Symbiote. I don't want to risk the Heritage Druid getting countered on the way back down. I don't really want to give them more treasures either. I guess I could... Hold up. I could play Azuri. No, I need to tap mana first. But Azuri is part of the plan. I'm going to untap Priest of Titania, bouncing Elvish Visionary. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Have your treasures. And then I can play... Do I want to lead on Realm Walker? Sniff out the Force of Will. All right, Realm Walker. Let's go. Sandbagging the Cavern for Azuri. This is card advantage that ignores Hull Breacher. But the way they've played this game, I'd be surprised if they didn't have a counterspell. I just haven't really given them a good target for one yet. Yeah, there's the Force. Okay. I was prepared for that possibility. And by possibility, I mean inevitability. I'm going to play the Visionary now. Get another treasure. But I get another elf. That didn't work out how I wanted it to. 1 mana floating. I'm going to make it 6 mana, and then cast Azuri in uncounterable mode. And then I can make 3 mana, play Symbiote, which will untap Nettle Sentinel. And yeah, this didn't go where I wanted it to. I can make a big attack. The construct has been getting bigger as I give them treasures. I forgot about that dynamic. What's left to do here? I can bounce Heritage Druid, untapping Priest of Titania. I really want to untap the Visionary, but construct fucks up everything here. Bummer. Alright, I'll untap Priest by bouncing Heritage Druid. And then I'm gonna... I can overrun. That's still only a 5/5, and construct just blocks it. This didn't work at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could overrun twice. Is that even good? It's better than nothing. At least put some damage on them. I'll make an 8/8 trample with a regeneration bubble around it and attack. I'm gonna get echoed this turn, and then hope they brick, I guess. Big shrug, hands in the air. This is a really questionable block. This creature has trample. Alright. Take 6 instead of 8 and lose your powerful creature. Deal. Okay, I'm about to get echoed. I have tricks in play. Like, if they try to kill one of my creatures, I can untap Priest of Titania and regenerate any number of elves. My creatures can change size. Like, they do need this echo to do something. But obviously, drawing 7 and getting 7 mana is a powerful effect. And when they echo, their construct becomes a 13/13. Had that Emery spiking echo on the way through. Disappointing. There's the echo. 13/13 creature. 7 new cards in hand. Where are we going from here? You've made a land drop already. LED. That's 17 damage on board. 18. It's nice that I was Hellbent already. I mean, the Hull Breacher did stop me drawing 2 cards from Elvish Visionary. Sigh. That one might be troublesome, but multiple overruns is a fucked up effect. We'll see how many tokens they can get this turn. Foundry. That can make a 4/4 immediately. Yeah, this is kind of fun, actually. They're starting to spend treasures to do stuff, which is my path forward, I guess. There is one. Like if they pass the turn without killing me or without echoing again, they're spending treasures on more stuff. Karn the Great Creator. Oh, I can't beat that. God damn it. Gotta hope they mess up. But yeah, they can just get Lattice and win the game. So, can I attack and kill Karn? I think with the Psy in play, I'm not gonna have enough to kill Karn. Maybe they don't know how Lion's Eye Diamond works. Oh my god. They activated Karn. They might just be getting Ensnaring Bridge. They didn't float mana with LEDs before activating Karn, so they can't cast Lattice this turn. Okay. Yeah, Ensnaring Bridge, probably enough. Oh wait. What is this? Are they not getting Hellbent? Yeah, if they have even 1 card in hand, I can still attack and then just overrun in combat. I'm going to take the 11 here. Okay, let's see if they can get Hellbent. 3 cards in hand. One of them's Ensnaring Bridge. Oh, they can activate LED. Yeah, duh. Alright. Don't think I can win this one. Unless they mess up. They have to fuck this up. Is what I'm saying. Alright, Ensnaring Bridge is in play. 2 cards in hand. I'm going to summon Elvish Mystic to untap my Nettle Sentinel. And then I'm going to attack. I'm going to begin combat, see if they pop LED. Holy shit, we're in combat. Nettle Sentinel, Elvish Visionary. Everybody except Priest is attacking? Oh yeah, let's go. I haven't done the math, but I don't need to. This is going to work or it's not. Maybe I was supposed to attack with Priest. I don't know how many overruns I'm going to need to get through this. Okay, could have got Latticed, could have got Hellbent, Ensnared. A lot of things could have happened here that didn't. Let's see if it's good enough. Your blocks. Did you even read Azuri? Right, my elves get bigger. Holy shit. My maniac cackling is not to make fun of my opponent. I'm just surprised that that went the way it did. Oh. We take them how we could get them, I guess. Collector Oof's coming in here. Mindbreak Trap comes in here. Assassin's Trophy looks important. Do I think I'm going to combo this opponent out with Mirror Entity? Probably not. Sylvan Messenger, a little too grindy for this combo matchup. Oh, I guess I want Murderous Cut. You showed me the Hull Breacher. Damn it. I hate sideboarding in cards. I just want to play my exciting main deck. Elvish Visionary actually looks like kind of a liability here, even though it is good when, I guess, Beast Whisperer at the top end is a bigger liability than Elvish Visionary helping me out and being a cheap elf in the early game. Endurance does have text in the matchup. They are an Azuri deck. I'm off it though. I think I just want to race. Azuri, Realm Walker. Realm Walker is one of the few ways I can get card advantage under a Hull Breacher. Yeah, I need the Azuri, I need the Shepherds. I have to be able to punch through the constructs. I didn't see any actual islands that game, so Choke and Carpet don't seem good, even though my opponent's mono blue. Shaman of the Pack's going to be important. I'm going to shave another Beast Whisperer. That just seems really dangerous here. But Sylvan Messenger is actually a card advantage under Hull Breacher and an exciting top end, something I can loop with Firewood Symbiote. Okay, I talked myself into that. I don't think this deck's going to have a lot of removal, but it might have Chalice of the Void, so I'm going to shave a Fyndhorn Elves in favor of leaving all my priests in the deck. Though Fyndhorn Elves might be worse than Elvish Visionary for the reasons described before. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. Let's go. Well, here's Mindbreak Trap. I'm going to keep this hand and just hope they go for broke. I have like a slow, respectable, like Cavern pushes through Chalice. The Elvish Visionary can pull me ahead. And if they do just go some crazy start here, Mindbreak Trap could get them. Or they're just going to see to the Synod go again. Fair enough. Not how I play 8-cast decks, but live your life. This is going to be an interesting choice. Fetching Bayou or Dryad Arbor, and I think it's Dryad Arbor. Sigh. Bummer. Alright, that's a good one. One spell. And I'm definitely getting Dryad Arbor now. Yeah, I gotta fuel these Cradles. Black mana can wait. Dryad Arbor, get in. Grist. I like that. It is a black card, unfortunately. And I can't name Insect with this Cavern. I will do my Honest Elvish Visionary and pass the turn, hoping that next turn is when I do stuff. Next turn is their Hull Breacher turn, though. They could have played Hull Breacher this turn. No artifacts followed up the Sigh, so I'm not sure what's going on right now. I think my opponent has indicated with their play that they're not super fluent with this deck, probably new to the deck or to Legacy, and that's fine. I'm not making fun of anyone. Just they could have won game one multiple different onboard ways and chose to lose instead, so I'm willing to believe they're just like prioritizing force of will in a matchup where it's not that important or something. I don't know. I can play Grist here if I think that's important. There's an Aether Spellbomb in the graveyard for Emery. Oh, I love Beast Whisperer. I could also Visionary into Realm Walker and just try to walk the realms. I'm going to Visionary first, while I know it's not going to get its hull breached. Then I'm going to Realm Walker now. I want to spend the most mana I can. Like, I get that. I mean, Symbiote might be good too. Ooh, Sylvan Messenger. Let's go. As Symbiote bounces Visionary, untaps Dryad Arbor, and then still casts Realm Walker, I just don't have Visionary in play. Yeah, maybe that was better. So excited about the Sylvan Messenger. I hope I get to do it. They drew Mox Opal for turn. That's one spell. I do have Birchlore Ranger in my deck that can make blue mana in case I get to a hardcast Mindbreak Trap phase of the game. Plague Engineer, are you shitting me? This is a card in your deck? I'm mad at you. I thought we were friends. That's two spells. Alright, my elves are gone. Luckily, my hand doesn't care that much about that. Like, what I have going on right now isn't super soft. That situation. I believe I'm going to Mindbreak Trap here just because I can. They've indicated they don't really have anything else going on. And if I can exile this Aether Spellbomb, it's the only thing that's Emery is looping right now. And it also does impact the board meaningfully. I'm going to attack with your 1/4. I'll block with my 1/2. I'm not taking one. I'm from Pittsburgh. We block here. Top of the deck is a Wooded Foothills. I have 4 mana. I could lead on Beast Whisperer, or I could lead on Sylvan Messenger. I think I want to whisper to some beasts. Or I could Grist and kill the Plague Engineer. But I don't need to do that this turn. Yeah, that can happen anytime. Alright. Beast Whisperer as an uncounterable elf. Get in there. Big guy. Also, too big for Plague Engineer. Can't touch this. I'm gonna play Cradle. I think I'd rather Cradle my way through this file than shuffle. And then I can untap Bouncing Realm Walker and draw another card. It opens up Realm Walker to a counterspell, but I think that's okay. Beast Whisper is doing Beast Whisper things. But it's back. There is actually an elf on top of the deck. Another elf that survives. Plague Engineer, by the way. Okay, let's see if I can untap again with a hand. They need Echo, a discard outlet, and Hull Breacher. They've indicated that they have none of those things. I guess the hand does kind of soft indicate Echo, the fact that they haven't cast it yet. Okay, yeah, they did have Echo, sure. They don't have a Hull Breacher, though. That does get rid of my awesome hand, but I do get 7 new cards, including Murderous Cut, and the Grist came back around. Another Cradle. This is fun. I do get to reload on artifacts for Sigh. Lotus Petal, Mox Opal. They can Petal, replay Petal, Opal, and Echo again. Load up on Thopters, get another round here. Yeah, I'm not going to have this hand again next turn. Round and around we go. If their hand has Hull Breacher and Lion's Eye Diamond in it, then I'm probably dead. Beast Whisperer is not optional, by the way. Like, if they have Hull Breacher, then I'm in the hole. Okay. Please don't have Lion's Eye Diamond also. I have the answer to Hull Breacher, which just became a priority over Plague Engineer. Okay. I've taken some damage from flying creatures. Going to my turn. 4 cards in hand over there. That's a concerning number. Quirion Ranger, unfortunate. Grist is counterable. 1, 2. I'm going to have to try to cut the Hull Breacher and just hope it resolves. Bayou. Yeah, this is rough. The Engineer, squeeze. Having to use the Bayou this early. Please don't have a counterspell. Oof. Okay. That sucks. Now what? I guess I play Wirewood Symbiote. Can't get Grist into play this turn, can I? I think that was my chance to do that. I don't have double black. Caverns on Elf, not Insect. If I cast a spell, they get treasure. Okay. I think we can just go to the next game. So Grist. No, I'm gonna lose Grist, right? Alright, yeah. I'm not gonna try to figure this out. Let's go to the next one. Plague Engineer, Jesus. This is a mono blue deck. Stop it. Do I want Thoughtseize in this matchup after all? Probably. I guess I have to respect the combo half a little more than I was. Llanowar Elves, and it's one of the priests now that I've seen Plague Engineer. Okay, turn 2 Collector Oof. I'm in. Snapcape this one. And I'm going to lead on Elvish Mystic. Cavern on Elf, Elvish Mystic. Elvish Mystic. And then I can cast Allosaur Shepherd, making Oof uncounterable next turn, so I don't have to Cavern on Oof to make sure it resolves. Let's hope this holds up and that I still have my hand next turn. I did show them Mindbreak Trap last game. And they've been extremely willing to keep slow controlling hands, which my hand is suited to punish the shit out of. Oh, this is going to be the game where they have turn 1 Emery, and oh god. Yeah, this is the one where they go fast when that's what I'm not ready for. Jesus! Stop! Stop! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't have it! Oh my god! Oh. Okay. Well, sure, whatever. I had turn 2 Collector Roof, uncounterable turn 2 Collector Roof, and my opponent chose this game out of the 3 to have the turn 1 combo kill instead of playing Seat of the Synod Go. Is what it is. On to the final round. On the play in the last round, I'm keeping this powerful hand. We're playing for that 2-3 consolation prize. I'm going to lead on Llanowar Elves and save Zenith for something bigger. Zenithing for a Dryad Arbor when you're already holding Llanowar Elf effect is a waste of a tutor. It's going to basic forest Llanowar Elves. Nothing sus going on here. This opening hand makes me feel things. I'm just saying. Look at these cards in my hand. I'm so excited. Misty Rainforest is the play for my opponent. I'm going to commit Archdruid to the board and just try to start amassing. Try to pop next turn. Maybe my opponent will have no removal or way to kill me. Looks like bug color fetch lands. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what the deck is. They did say they were a fan in the chat. Maybe this is Dark Bant, where I've brilliantly played around Witherbloom Command. Oh god. Wishclaw Talisman. Alright. Well, one of us is dead. We are racing to the finish here. Okay, what can I do right now? There's no Oof in the main deck. That's in the sideboard. Zenith could get... Yeah, Zenith for Endurance isn't helpful. Zenith for Azuri's not helpful. I could Zenith for Heritage Druid, but that taps for less mana than Archdruid does. I could play Sylvan Messenger and see what shakes out of that with 3 mana up for Archdruid. Oh, I feel like I am in trouble. Okay. I'm going to Sylvan Messenger. Or I could Beast Whisperer and then Zenith for... Yeah, I'm going to Messenger. I haven't done it yet this league. If I'm going to die next turn, I want to at least put Sylvan Messenger on the stack once this league. Oh, 4 for 4. Put them in. Put them in my hand. That was fun. Not going to matter, but it was fun. Visionary. Draw a card. This is why you play a main deck. Oof. Okay. Pass the turn. One of us is dead. I cast Sylvan Messenger. It put 4 cards in my hand. Vindicated one way or the other here. Then I'll sideboard in my Thoughtseizes and Mindbreak Traps and Collector Oofs, and we'll have 2 real games, I hope. Okay, this looks like Ad Nauseam Tendrils, not the Epic Storm, based on the mana they've produced. So, Ant can have pretty deterministic lines with Past in Flames that don't risk their health or safety. Here they come. Dark Ritual. Ball Ritual. Not Hellbent, or Threshold. Still not Threshold. 2 cards left. 6 mana in the pool. Wishclaw Talisman there. Wishclaw can get Ad Nauseam here, and they can Ad Nause with 2 mana available from 17 life. Let's see what the line is. Are we peering into the abyss? Oh yeah, we are. Okay. I have whiffed on this channel on a peer into the abyss. Maybe my opponent will draw 23 cards and miss. I've done it. Okay, so this looks like it's probably actually Peta Storm, because I don't think Ad Nauseam plays a peer in the main. This looks like dedicated peer combo, which I've played on the channel. If you want to go check it out, just Google or YouTube search BoshNRoll Peer into the Abyss. It's out there. You can watch me draw 23 cards and lose. Thoughtseize, yeah. Have a look at this hand that doesn't do anything. Enjoy that. Look at this start, though. This is turn 3. This is what I did when I passed the turn on turn 3. Legacy out here keeping me honest. Alright, Tendrils. You found it. Time to board in Interaction. Thoughtseize. Mindbreak Trap. Collector Oof. Do I want Endurance? They do have Cabal Rituals in the deck, and Endurance is a flash beater. I don't think I want Carpet or Choke. They can win without their islands, and the game's not going to go long enough for Carpet to really pay for itself. Alright, Sylvan Messenger. You did a good job, buddy. Your one appearance in this league was, in fact, stellar. I need to be as fast as possible in this matchup. The Elvish Visionary Wirewood Symbiote thing is a little slow for combo matchups. I want to leave it in there in case it becomes relevant, but it is very slow. Realm Walker, probably too slow here. Mirror Entity, leave the combo potential in the deck. And shave 1 Beast Whisperer. A little slow on the top end. Shaman of the Pack is my combo kill if I actually get going. I could bring in trophies for Wishclaw Talismans, but I don't think that's where I want to be. No, let's go. Like this. I'm going to keep this Mindbreak Trap hand. And they are a deck with lots of discard, but I've played to my outs. I put one of these in my 75 and it's in my opener against the Busted Storm deck. I'm going to fetch my Bayou, because there are Thoughtseizes in the deck. Play Fyndhorn Elves and F6. I'm going to try to get him with F6. I am F6'd. My opponent said in the chat that they're new to MTGO. That might mean that they just fall for the F6 trick, or they might not recognize when the opponent is F6'd. We'll find out soon. But F6, for those of you who don't play Magic Online, yield to all. Like, whatever my opponent does. And there's players who play Magic Online know that there is always a little pause. Even if your opponent clicks immediately to pass priority, there's always a little pause, but there's not when they're F6'd. So if you can represent... Alright, that was really good. If you can represent that you don't have interaction when you do, you might be able to hook someone. It's just one of the bluff things you can do on Magic Online, because a lot of bluffing, like the body language reads and stuff just don't exist, but you have like UI language, I guess. Ooh, Force of Will pitching Flusterstorm on Thoughtseize. Alright. Let's hope they're ready to go for it. And I'm just going to keep my finger on the turn off auto yields button in case I need to turn them off real quick. Damn it. Alright. I've been Thoughtseized. Yeah, the trick doesn't work if your opponent actually has meaningful interaction. They said, they put some expletives in the chat when they saw the Mindbreak Trap. Well, you Thoughtseized it. You're safe. Don't worry. Ooh, that's good. That means I get to Elvish Visionary, and still hold up Endurance. Oh, that's even better. Okay. I'm going to get the Oof. I can still Endurance off the pitch cast if I need to, but Oof shutting down the artifact mana is somewhere I want to be. If I can, like, it's possible that they just ritual me out here, but Endurance will make Cabal Ritual a lot worse, and Oof turns off Witchclaw Talisman and Lotus Petal. There's one. 6 cards in the graveyard at the moment. Whoa! What are you doing? Oh no! All right. Thought we were getting along. Wow. Okay. I went from feeling great to uh-oh. They did have to spend a Dark Ritual on that, but if I can't cast my spells, it doesn't matter. Virtual Ranger, get in there. And I believe I am going to spew off the Cradle here to cast another Visionary. Like, I got to do something. Got to move this game forward. Okay. Dryad Arbor is a green card, even though it's a land. It does have a green color identity. Endurance is still on. Cabal Ritual. All right, this is a little dangerous because I might just be building Storm and losing a 3-power creature. Or I might be turning off their ability to reach 7 mana this turn. But I'm going to make the play that I have. Okay. You're 3 mana, not 5. Can you get there? Oh, good. All right. Ooh, that's big. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and I can even attack, and I'm hanging back another Endurance. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Starting to grind through this one. Thought sees me. Do it. Brainstorm, okay. Now Thought sees me. The cool thing about Endurance is it doesn't really matter when you cast it against this deck, because they're not a Past in Flames deck. It's just about keeping them off Threshold. 4, 5. I can't go ultimate this turn. I can go ultimate next turn. I'm going to play Allosaurus Shepherd and put lethal on board. And okay. Shep, I'm hellbent. Go. No bluffs here. They couldn't go off last turn, so they can't do it now either. Yeah, the fucked up thing about Peer into the Abyss is that it doesn't care about your life total. As long as you have 2 life, you get to draw the same number of cards. Like, I'd feel fine against an Ad Nauseam deck right now, but PETA's a different animal. PETA, by the way, being the acronym for Peer into the Abyss. Okay. We got one. That was actually really interactive. That was a lot of fun. That was a great game. If they want to settle in and grind that much, does Choke become good? Does Choke supplement Collector Oof as part of a package? That seems like a trap. But if you're out here massacring me when I thought we were friends, I think Elvish Archdruid is out, and maybe Choke is in, just as a one-of. Though Archdruid is one of my speed cards. Alright, fine. Mirror Entity is my only white card that turns on Massacre. Now I'm going in with the same deck. Let's do it. Alright, I got Oof in my hand. I'm going to keep. Let's hope they're not going too fast, and hope they respect Mindbreak Trap. Now I want to do the opposite thing that I was doing last game, where last game I was F6ing like I had nothing. Now I want to create an intentional, like, brief pause after each spell to indicate that maybe I have something. Like, you always want to sell the opposite thing that you're actually doing, but you don't want to oversell it because then you give it away. So I gave an intentional little pause to that Ponder. I could have F6 this turn. And I want to Zenith for Dryad Arbor here. Ponder shuffled, by the way. Between Collector, Oof. Oh, wow. Forgot about Daze. Sure. Daze is not a card that someone planning to win next turn would play, I don't think. But it's kind of a now or never, dazing the thing that gets the Zenith, or the Arbor. Alright, I'm going to cast Collector Roof right now. You have another counter spell. Or another removal spell. How interactive are we going here? Brainstorm in response. And I do have Endurance, which was effective in keeping them off 7 mana last game. Yeah, the give and take of Peer into the Abyss compared to Ad Nauseam is that 7 is a lot more than 5, but you can also combo off at 2 life instead of like 12 or 13 or like whatever a comfortable Ad Nauseam looks like. Another Daze, damn. Alright. There is another Oof in my deck, but I need the mana off the top to cast it, and I need to be alive next turn. So a deck trying to get to 7 mana, bouncing its land drop twice is not the worst for me. Oh, Quirion Ranger. That's huge. Okay, so Birchlore Ranger. Cast this. Nettle Sentinel. I'm going to lead on this. I'm going to swing for the fences. This makes the most mana if it all resolves. Then tap 2 Elves. And I get to play Quirion Ranger, which untaps Nettle Sentinel. And then I get to make 2 green. And then, wait, am I even doing anything with 2 green? I could Zenith for 1. That's not great. Maybe, yeah, I want a Zenith for 2 next turn. What does my Zenith for 1 do? I can get Heritage Druid, which doesn't quite get where I need to be. And playing into Massacre sucks. Get Shepherd. I do have a free untap here because I still have my land drop. Quirion Ranger's really good at that. Then 1, 2, yeah, I'm just half a mana short with the Nettle Sentinel of casting one of the 3 drops. Every card in my hand is functionally a 3 drop because I want Oof with the Zenith, and then the other 2 are actual 3 drops. End step Brainstorm. We know that one of the cards kicking around in the 8 cards they're looking at right now is an Underground Sea from the Daze. Or do we know that? Did they brainstorm in between? No, they brainstormed and then dazed again. Okay, yeah, that's the sequence of the graveyard there. I can cast Endurance on their turn, like 4 mana. I can go 1, float 1, tap 2 elves, untap a tapped elf, tap the other 2 elves. I do have 3 mana on their turn. I just didn't have it on mine. Might go for that, actually. Like, whether they try to combo off or not. Dark Ritual. They now have Threshold. 5 mana. Ball Ritual. Alright, it's time. This might just build Storm, but I gotta make the play that I have. Endurance, let's go. Okay, Endurance hits. You lose Threshold. You go to 6 mana. You still have 7 mana this turn, but you don't have anything floating when we go into the PETA. Ugh. Not feeling good about it. Mindbreak Trap, JK. Drew 27 cards. Lotus Petal. Okay, that's multiple Lotus Petals to get off the ground here. Also, Endurancing them awkwardly gave them 3 or 4 extra cards because it put all those cards in the deck, and then PETA counted half your deck, which now contains, was it 7 or 8 extra cards? Yeah, this isn't looking good for me. Thoughtseize is for the road. I gotta say, Peer into the Abyss Storm and Mono Black Depths are 2 pretty heinous matchups for the Value Elves, which is built to just chew up fair matchups. And we did chew up the fair matchups, but lost on in the first 2 or 3 turns in 3 of the 5 matchups we just played. The Blue Echo deck dumpstered me game 3 when I had turn 2, Oof on the way. And PETA Storm, awful. The Mono Black Depths deck, my opponent mulling to 4 and 5, knowing exactly what they needed to look for, rather than keeping slow 7s. I missed an attack against Delver. Maybe I misunderstood my role in that matchup, but it could have gone either way. The turn they had that Dragon's Rage Channeler, and I did an attack for 3, and then they won the game at 3 life. But we did obliterate the Blue Soup deck that we played against, so I did what I was supposed to do there. After playing this deck, I'm not sure I would actually change anything. Maybe Cavern of Souls. The Cavern of Souls was a 4-up in the original Value Elves deck, but Allosaurus Shepherd is doing a lot of the same work now. Maybe Cavern should be another fetch land, so you have access to black more reliably. There were spots where I just couldn't cast Grist. All right, I'm gonna make that change now. I added a Misty Rainforest, but that could be anything. Technically, every land in the deck is a forest. Every fetchable land is a forest, so you should probably spread out the Windswept Teas and whatever to play around Pithing Needle and Sorcerer's Spyglass, but you can do that on your own time. Just green fetches. That adds a black source to the deck. 1 less Cavern. Allosaurus Shepherds, carrying a lot of that weight. The sideboard is really where the nuance is going to happen with this deck, because the main deck is kind of single-mindedly doing one big thing, which is just ramming card draw elves, uncounterable elves, like must answer threats over and over. You probably want more answers to Plague Engineer because this version of the deck is way softer to that card than the current stock elves lists are. So give that one some respect, put some more removal in the sideboard. Might want more Mindbreak Trap, less Thoughtseize, or less Choke. Yeah, I guess we're beating the blue decks anyway, so Choke can go for a Mindbreak Trap and another Murderous Cut. You could also play Snuff Out if you're not worried about your life total, but you want an efficient answer. But that also requires you to have a Swamp in play. Murderous Cut mostly also requires you to have a Swamp in play. Birchler Ranger is the other black source, but Birchler Ranger can't cast Snuff Out. Well, it can for 4 mana, but not for, you know what I'm saying. It's not a swamp. I think I'm going to leave this one right here. We had some fun games, some explosive stuff. Priest of Titania still as messed up as it was back in Urza Block if you ever untap with it. It's just a lot worse than untapping now than it used to be. Sylvan Ranger made 1 appearance and got all 4 cards. Good job, Sylvan Ranger. Though I think that card's probably cuttable if you want to make room for something else. We never went off with Mirror Entity. That's a shame. But that is a really small combo in the deck. There's just 1 Nettle Sentinel, 1 Heritage Druid, 1 Mirror Entity. So it's unlikely that comes together. It's just a thing you can draw to. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Chino, thank you for sending me Value Elves. Julian, thank you for your work on the original Value Elves list. Check out itsjulian.com. Everyone else, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out Patreon, click the thanks button, click the join button. All those buttons under the video benefit me if you click them. So please do it. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.